Hey you guys, welcome to the third video of Cuphead and Mugman. I'm going to be doing this stage, and I'm going to be fighting the frogs and the flower guy most likely. Does this guy tell you anything? What you looking at, Chip? It's not my fault. I've been busy fighting off those casino debtors. Now I gotta save up to have my blade fixed. So help me, I wish someone would bust that dice king one. I mean, I'll do it later, but not now. Okay, so this one. It's a little bit difficult.
Here goes.
Pretty much what you want to do is you want to have this one spinning. I'm gonna wait until I get an opportunity to swing through here without taking damage. Alright, so these guys are really annoying. So these guys are gonna spit things at you like that. They're kind of something to worry about. The only time it's gonna spit something at you is if it has a face on it. So you see that face on the bottom right there? It'll spit something at you. Like, you just gotta watch the faces and if they're gonna attack or not. Oop! I mean, if you really wanted to, you could just easily dash over these guys. I'm gonna jump here, jump up here. Every time you jump on one of those guys with the leaves, there's gonna be a thing that spits fire at it, and it's gonna destroy it. So you wanna hop on it and then hop right off right away. Ooh. Didn't really get to land it on that one. Okay, and then right here we have to fight a guy. And then that wasn't too hard. And we just need to wait until it tells us to go. And then we go. And then that's that stage right there. Not too hard. I took 1 damage because I wasn't careful. But we just completed the stage, so that's good. I mean, you don't really need a perfect score, unless you're going for a perfect score, but this is just helping you get through the game. I'm not really going for a perfect score. If I was, I would redo that level, and I would try again. But I didn't really need to do it. So we did that stage, so now we can go back to the shop and buy the very last item that we need to complete this playthrough. I get these combinations every single time. Anything else, I honestly don't think is worth. It's your personal preference on what you would like to have, but my personal preference is just the roundabout and the bouncer. Anything else, I don't really need. Smoke grenade is pretty cool. It allows you to dash, but it turns you invisible, so you don't take damage when you're dashing through things. So we get a charm. We get smoke bomb. Smoke bomb's honestly pretty cool. It's really OP. We're gonna fight the Clip Joint Calamity, Ribby And Croaks. These are 2 guys that like the box. Their mechanics are really difficult at first, but once you get it down, it becomes really easy.
A great slam and then some. Now go.
So one guy is gonna spit bugs at you, and you're gonna want to try and get rid of all these bugs. And then he's gonna start swinging his arms, and what he's gonna do is that he's gonna toss. The pattern of his purple gloves are completely random, but the pattern of the gloves that he throws is completely the same. Okay, so we just want to stay over here. He's gonna turn us that way while he does his own thing. You just have to watch the balls that he tosses. And one of them, then he's gonna do that. He's gonna open his mouth, he's gonna fly right in, and he's gonna turn into a slot machine. Now, what you want to do is that you want to try and smack the glove, but you want to try to avoid the coins that they spit at you. Like right there would be a good time to parry. And depending on which combination you get on the slots is what you have to deal with. So I'll show you exactly what to do. Okay, so the cat one. This one is actually really difficult because there will be balls that are bouncing. So you just want to continuously try to keep firing while you're jumping in between here. It's the only time you're going to be able to damage these guys is in between these stages that you get. I got hit by that. Another cat one. Okay. They're not giving me any different variation of this. The cat one is actually really easy. You just gotta time your jumps properly in between these. I got hit by it again. What do we have next? Snake one. So you want to jump on every other snake one, so you see how it's a pattern. You jump on the first one, and then you want to jump on the second one. So like it does 1, and then there's 2 and 3. You want to jump on the first one, and then on the third one. So in the sequence it goes 1, 2, 3. You don't want to jump on the second one. You want to go 1, 3, 5, 7. Just continue jumping on every other platform except for the one that's directly right in front of you. So you go 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Like, just ignore the first platform and just continuously keep jumping on these other second one. Because if you continuously jump on the first platform, you're not going to have enough speed to stay on there, and it's just going to push you off and it's going to damage you. You're not going to really be able to successfully kill this boss. So that's it's really the only thing that that's hard. So depending if you want to do this or not, it's a preference to people. Speedrunners normally don't do this, but you know, it's just there for you to get powerful powerful ulti upgrades, but I don't do it because the normal power-ups that you get, I think, are honestly enough. And it just cuts time into your speedrunning if you're wanting to speedrun this game. We have to fight the flower guy. Cagney Carnation. His mechanics are kind of difficult. For his mechanics, I'll show you what you have to do here. So you can either choose to alternate between weapons, or you can just use this one. This one's honestly pretty good. Okay, so he's shooting these beads everywhere. It's your choice whether if you want to destroy these or not. He'll launch acorns at you, and then he'll launch that at you. If he launches a swirly thing at you, you just have to get up there and do your best just to not try and get hit by it. It'll alternate between top and the bottom, like as you saw it do right there. And the thing is that he had his head down onto the ground and he extended his face out. If you see him do that when he's down low, you want to try to stay up on the floating platforms that are above. I mean, it's not really hard to avoid, but if you see him point his face backwards, you want to see where he is facing. If he's facing upwards, you want to go down. If he's facing downwards, you want to stay on the platforms. I got hit by that because I didn't dodge properly. And then in between times, he'll do that. Okay, so final phase. He plants himself into the ground, and there will be vines on the bottom floor. You cannot step on the bottom floor, or else you will be damaged. What he does is that he'll pick a specific platform, and he'll grow vines on it. If you see vines start to grow on that platform, move to a different one immediately, or you're gonna take damage and probably die from it. Another thing that he does is that he will spit projectiles at you, and what you want to do is you want to try and avoid those projectiles that he spits at you. What else? That's pretty much it. You just want to watch the projectiles. If it's not pink, don't slap it, because you'll take damage from it, and it's not going to be good for you. So you see him do the vines, and pink we can slap. If it's not pink, we don't slap it. We just want to try and avoid getting hit by the vines. Ooh, that was not good. See, not too hard, but I did take damage there. I didn't want to take damage, but you kind of get the concept of how to fight this boss, you know? You just want to avoid... You want to shoot the things that he's growing, you want to destroy those flowers, and then you go back to DPSing him. He opens up his hands, he can either shoot out carrots or acorns, whatever they are, and you want to try to avoid the carrots as possibly well as you can. You can either stay up high and then wait for the carrots to come towards you, and then you can drop down low, and you can avoid those pretty easily. Another variation, he'll open his hand and that spinny thing will come after you. He can do this. He only does the spinny attack up top, so if you see the spinny thing come after you, you want to try and jump over it, or you can sneak down to the bottom right away, and then you can come back up to the top. It's honestly your personal preference on how you want to avoid the boss's attacks. But besides that, I pretty much showed you how to fight this boss, and I showed you how to fight whatever boss we were fighting. The frog boss. I mean, their mechanics are pretty straightforward, it's not too hard. But once you start going on to the second island, well, this island, mechanics start to get a little iffy. They start to get a little bit difficult. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Cuphead and Mugman. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this series so far, and I will be sure to toss in another video. I'm gonna pretty much do this informational video guide in one sitting. I'm really tired. Ugh. But besides that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next Cuphead and Mugman informational video. Peace.